Mankind, good afternoon. Welcome to Thursday's edition of... Marvellous. They said it couldn't be done. Just checking you know where you are. Today we've extra special guests. We have celebrity hairstyles. And we've got me on an allotment. Yes, you may have noticed we have some iconic beauties in the house, along with celebrity hairdresser Richard Ward. And talking of icons, we're delighted to have 60s singing sensation Sandy Shaw, who may or may not be wearing shoes, I can't tell from here. Also coming up today, as Downton Abbey gets set to return to our screens on Sunday, what secrets and lies will be spilling out from the servants' quarters? Actress Raquel Cassidy, lady's maid to the Countess of Grantham, tells us all. You missed a bit. Yeah, at the bottom of the handle, there was a bit of muck on there. Thank you.
Sorry, Your Lordship.
Well, it's all right. Why, you've got her here, you know, you might as well use her. And thank you, Raquel. If you're in need of some culinary inspiration, on hand to help is Lisa Snowdon. Now, we love talking icons of the past on this show, especially ones who influenced fashion. Today, we're going to be looking at the hairstyles of yesteryear that have stood the test of time. Who else would we want to guide us along those tremendous trims other than Richard Ward? First, though, fans of Downton Abbey, prick up your ears. There's drama ahead for our next guest. As if there weren't enough twists and turns in the oh-so-scandalous storylines, there's a dark secret that's lurking in maid Phyllis Baxter's life.
If that's how you want to play it, I'll give you until upstairs dinner has finished, after which I will ask to speak to her ladyship and I will tell her your story. Do you hear what I'm saying?
I can't tell you what I don't know.
You know something. And I think it links Mr. Bates to the dead valet.
Don't tell him! Don't tell him. Please welcome Raquel Cassidy. Do you know, we're all so gripped by this. There was somebody who said, oh, no, we don't watch. But did you see it last week? You know, that kind of thing. It is gripping. And you were a relatively late joiner then, Raquel, weren't you? I mean,
Yeah.
you weren't in the first series. When did you come in?
Halfway through last series, yeah. So, and it's been building up, and Thomas spent a lot of time going, I'm going to really do stuff, and he didn't really do very much last time. And then this series, he really goes for it almost straight away.
Did you know what your past was?
No. I had no
the last
idea.
series, you had no idea what it was?
No, I had no... Well, actually, I was told that it would be bad enough that she would feel very bad and that something definitely would have happened to her, but I can't tell you what it is.
But we find out, don't we, in this series?
We find out... We do find out.
I think we find out in the first episode, don't we?
We find out some stuff in the first episode,
well,
certainly, yeah.
I'm sorry, because you're not going to... I've got some ideas here, and all you have to do... If I'm right, you don't have to tell me, because I know what Julian Fellowes is like. He's very secretive, Julian. Very fond of you, Julian, but you're very secretive. We get no information. So I've worked... All you have to do, when I'm right, is just do that to the side of your neck.
Just that?
And then I shall know, OK?
OK.
Scenario number one, you are Carson's secret love child.
OK,
OK.
nearly.
B, you are an undercover aristocrat. All right. OK, C, and this is my trump card, Phyllis was once known as Frank. There we are.
How did you guess?
Oh, well, you see, I'm a gardener, I have moles. Yeah. But you clearly have a whale of a time doing it, all of you. Whenever I speak to any of you, you know, it's very involving, and it really seems to have got momentum now. Downton?
Well, it's, yeah, I mean, I think it's had momentum for a while, but they're such a lovely bunch of people. And when I first got the show, because I was a big fan, and about a year before I got it, I kind of went to my friend, I wish I were on Downton. And about a year later, I was on it. So it's like anybody who's a fan getting the golden ticket and suddenly you're in the show. And the only scary thing was I thought, what if I can't actually act? What if I can't speak? I love it so much. But everyone was so lovely.
Yeah.
They were so sweet and helpful and welcoming, and they're very normal. It's really good fun. Downstairs is really good fun. It's a lot of love.
You also in a position, though, being ladies' maid, where you get to go upstairs as well. So you spend... Because I know it's split, isn't it? The downstairs scenes are mainly filmed in studio in... Is it Ealing or Acton? One or the other.
Ealing. Yeah.
And the upstairs stuff, of course, at Highclere, which is a very glamorous home of the Earl and Countess of Carnarvon.
Yeah.
So you get to go there. Can you remember that first day of going in there, having watched it, what it was like going on?
I completely remember. I mean, my first day was at Ealing, and I was terrified and thrilled all at the same time. And it was so exciting. I practically exploded, and no, it was very like that. And then I got there, and everyone was very lovely, as I said. But my saving grace was the fact that she was supposed to be nervous too, and she really wanted it to go well. And because of her backstory, then because of Baxter's backstory, you know, she shouldn't really be there, and all the things like, you know, maybe I'll be found out that I can't act finally, that kind of thing. It's also...
We're moving on now, aren't we, into the mid-20s, so we're getting a Labour government, socialism is raising its head, equality is beginning to assert itself. Carson's getting worried. We've sort of seen the trailer of Carson saying, you know, the old order's changing, that's what I'm worried about.
Yeah.
So can you feel, as an actor within it, to kind of see change coming about between the upstairs and downstairs, and an unease developing?
I think there's no... Because we all live so closely together, you feel it, you hear the upstairs people. Baxter would definitely hear Lady Cora and his lordship talking about things like that. You'd see Carson and Mrs Hughes being... I don't think personally it upsets her in the same way. I think what she wants really is her job, and she loves the order. And I think what she wants to be is the best lady's maid she can be, really. And that's what comes under threat. That's what's so well, the consequences are what's so terrifying for her. But of course you would, and that's what's, in a way, the appeal of the thing is that there's all this drama going on, and yet you are a big family, and what affects this person will affect you in some way. So we're very
And George
connected.
Clooney?
Oh.
Is he in it?
George Clooney. George Clooney, he's not in the show, no. He's in something called Text Centre, which we do once a year.
Appeal, yeah.
And which is incredible. And I didn't... We're all in Text Centre, but I wasn't in the same day. I angled to be in on the same day. But I came in the day afterwards, and I saw everyone had been Clooney'd. Like, it was like someone had come down from heaven and told them everything was going to be OK. They had a shining light behind their eyes. So, I mean, by all accounts, he is an extraordinarily lovely human being.
You're all well and truly Clooney'd. Well, we'll all be well and truly Downton. So you can catch Raquel in Downton Abbey this Sunday at 9 p.m. on ITV. Oh, yippee! Yay. My thanks to Raquel Cassidy. Well, now it's time to find out if our three models have been transformed into iconic figures from the past. And the man who has worked his magic upon their hair is Richard Ward.